Most developers completely destroy their VS Code. They install 50 useless extensions, slow down their system, and still remain unproductive. Hello hunters, welcome to GreedHunterAcademy. This is lecture 5 of our VS Code Mastery series. And in this video, we will install only those extensions that genuinely improve your productivity as a full stack developer. No useless extensions, no random marketplace scrolling, only real world tools used by actual developers. Now, many beginners think extensions are just for decoration, but good extensions can literally save your hours of coding time every single week. They help in faster coding, better debugging, cleaner code, fewer mistakes, improved workflow, and professional project management. So let's build a proper developer setup. Whenever you make changes in HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, you have to refresh the browser manually again and again, which becomes extremely annoying. But with Live Server, VS Code automatically refreshes your website whenever you save the file. Let me add a line here and save the file. There you can see without refreshing the browser, it updated the web page automatically. Imagine changing one HTML tag and then manually changing the closing tag too again and again, especially inside huge React components. It feels so annoying and brings a headache, and to solve this we have a auto close tag extension. Now if I change any tag, then it automatically updates the closing tag too. It is a small extension but huge productivity boost. Normally comments looks plain and boring, but with better comments, different types of comments get different colors automatically. With this extension, your code becomes easier to scan, especially when you are working on large projects with hundreds of files. If you are working on a real project, you will constantly leave to-dos notes for yourselves. But inside large code bases, important to-dos becomes difficult to find. With this extension, your pending tasks become instantly visible. This is extremely useful when managing large full stack projects. Now let's improve something every developer looks at all the day. Yes, we are talking about our project structure. By default, VS Code folder icon looks very basic. And when your projects become large, finding files quickly becomes harder. After installing this extension, your entire projects become easier to navigate. You can visually identify files much faster. This may look cosmetic, but when you are working on massive projects, visual organization matters a lot. Now, let's customize the overall look of VS Code itself, because developers spend thousands of hours inside their editors, and trust me, a good theme generally improves your coding experience. This extension provides beautiful GitHub inspired themes for VS Code. This includes dark themes, light themes, dimmed themes, and high contrast themes. Personally, I recommend dark themes for long coding sessions. They reduce eye strain and feel much cleaner. And I personally use dark contrast theme. This is one of the most loved extensions among React developers. Instead of writing React boilerplates manually again and again, this extension generates components instantly. Just type RAFCE and a complete React functional component is ready. This extension provides React snippets, Redux snippets, hooks, imports, component templates, and much more. When you start building large React applications, this extension saves an insane amount of time. If you are using Tailwind CSS, this extension is almost mandatory. Normally in Tailwind, you have to remember hundreds of utility classes, which becomes difficult very quickly. With this IntelliSense extension, you get Tailwind class suggestions automatically. This extension is extremely useful for backend developers. Thunder Client. Think Thunder Client as a lightweight version of Postman directly inside the VS Code. Normally, when testing APIs, developer open separate software like Postman, but Thunder Client let you open and test APIs without leaving VS Code. Now, open your Thunder Client and hit the API, and instantly you can see your backend response in the VS Code itself. This becomes extremely useful while building authentication systems, REST APIs, MERN backends, JWT login systems, and CRUD applications. Now, let's fix one of the most annoying things in VS Code. Normally, in VS Code, when an error happens, you have to hover over the line again and again to see the actual problem. But with error lines, error appears inline directly inside the editor. The error message is now visible instantly without hovering, without opening extra tabs, without wasting any time. Imagine working inside a large React project with dozens of folders, components, pages, utilities, and nested directories everywhere. Normally, you would type full input paths manually, and honestly, that becomes frustrating very quickly. But with Path IntelliSense, VS Code automatically suggests path for you. Start typing and it automatically suggests the complete path. This not only saves times but also reduce import mistakes. And why is this important? Because nobody enjoys counting dot slash dot dot slash and dot dot slash. You can understand what I mean with that. This is a small extension, but once your project becomes bigger, you will use it constantly. And finally, GitLens. This extension transforms VS Code into a professional Git environment. Now, Git itself is already extremely powerful, but GitLens makes understanding your project history much easier. You can instantly see who changed the code, when it was changed, and why it was changed. But wait, what about Python developers, C, C++ developers, or Java developers? Believe me, you only need the extension spec listed on the screen. These extension spec includes everything you need, and they auto completes the code you are thinking to type, and that is enough for you. Alright hunters, that is it for this lecture. Your VS Code is now officially transformed from a basic text editor into a real full stack development machine. And trust me, these small tools saves hundreds of hours during your development journey. So stop installing 97 random anime themes and 42 useless extensions and keep your VS Code clean and optimized. So keep hunting knowledge and keep fixing semicolon errors at 2 a.m. Thank you. Have a great day.